Jack, initial takeaway from what you heard?
A confident player, excited player, and a hungry player. And when you heard Giancarlo Stanton talk about the Yankees, that resonated with me, too, because he called them a young, dynamic team and a team that he would like to be a part of. And I just see a guy who really is almost floating on air right now, pretty excited about the prospects of being in that lineup.
It's clear he wants to be with the Yankees. He is happy that he is there, and now it's about getting to work. And you heard him. He's going to make the appropriate phone calls. He's going to do his research, what to expect in the city, what to expect with the team. And he's a guy that seems as though he's salivating, chomping at the bit, waiting for the 2018 season to start.
You know what, I remember all last year we used to talk on our set about these young kids saying all the right things after games, and you just sit with Stanton for 5 minutes and he says all the right things, and I think Hal Steinbrenner is right on. You know, he's going to fit in perfectly in that clubhouse. I guess I really didn't think of him as a veteran leader, but that's what he's going to assimilate to be right in that clubhouse right away.
And think about it from his perspective. At the end of the 2017 season, Jack, he's sitting there saying, I don't know what the Marlins are going to do. There's a new ownership group coming in. Are we adding? Are we subtracting? Maybe a deflated sense of self and team, and all of a sudden this jumps on his radar. It becomes, because he spurned the Giants and Cardinals, those were the only two offers, and suddenly the Yankees show up on the radar.
It's great to have individual statistics. It's great to hit 59 homers and win the National League MVP, but you want to go out there every day and believe your team has a chance to win, and not only to win, but to get to a World Series. Stanton has never had that. Now he does, and I think that's why we're seeing that excitement come forward and how big a part he can be in helping the Yankees get to that point.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing how he motivates Aaron Judge and how they work off of each other, Gary Sanchez included, and how that works, because they're definitely guys that can push him to the next level. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic come spring training this year.
You know what? I'm glad you brought up Aaron Judge, because both of these players are going to be linked, right? I mean, they're the same type of player, and there was some speculation that maybe Stanton wasn't so happy about all the attention Judge got at the home run derby. You didn't sense any of that here, right? I mean, he's embracing this this partnership with Aaron Judge, Gary Sanchez. You know, opposing pitchers are in big trouble.
You know, bigger picture, that's a great point. Pitchers in the American League East especially are like, all right, how do we navigate through this lineup? But in terms of the division, do you think the Red Sox or anybody else kind of redirect now, Jack, given the fact that they landed Stanton?
Well, I think you look to your bullpen. You might want to make sure you have some righties that you can bring in from the bullpen. Obviously starters as well, but you bring up the Red Sox. Two of their best starters are left-handed pitchers. They're very good left-handed pitchers in Price and Sale, but I think you're right, Bob. I think you react to what your competitors do. So if there's a pitcher out there that you think could help you, and you see Judge, Sanchez, and Stanton, three big right-handed hitters, you're going to try and get that pitcher to help you out.
We've seen the conversation kind of shift. It's on the American League East right now. A few days ago, it was the American League West. Houston obviously won the World Series, but then the Angels land Shohei Ohtani. So it's an interesting conversation now about the way things have changed quickly in the American League.
It really has, and a lot of Yankees fans very upset that they didn't get Ohtani, and that was the big talk for a long time. And out of nowhere, Giancarlo Stanton shows up on your doorstep right before Christmas. But the dynamic in the West, I think the Angels obviously moving in the right direction, and Houston's still going to be good for a lot of years. They're going to have to work on some of those contracts as those players come up, but it's going to be an exciting year for the American League.
I think every stop the Yankees go on the road, it's suddenly, I mean, they were already appointment TV in a way to go see them with the way Aaron Judge and Gary Sanchez and certainly Greg Bird in 2018 if he's healthy for the entire season. And now you add Stanton to that.
Well, batting practice has gotten a lot more interesting, right? I mean, everybody was paying attention to Aaron Judge on the road last year and what he would do in batting practice. Now you start envisioning Stanton, Judge just launching balls here in bat. It's going to be a circus, but it's going to be a great circus. That's what the Yankees are all about, right? They're about the high intensity, high energy clubs that create a lot of buzz and attraction, and they definitely have that now.
Here's what I think Stanton is going to find out. That's not the first time I'll do that. Say Judge, but I meant to say Stanton. Stanton referred to how the Marlins had no structure. He talked about that in his press conference. He is now going to a team that is a well-organized, very well-run organization, and he is going to see structure. He's going to see it on a daily basis. Brian McCann joined the Yankees from the Atlanta Braves, and he was telling teammates when he first got there, I played for a classy organization, the Braves, I can't believe the way the Yankees do things. This is going to be night and day for Stanton, and I think he'll embrace it.
And if you're Aaron Boone, how are you feeling right now? You get a big job, and then you get Giancarlo Stanton. So he is the keys to the Yankees machine, and you hope that he can do well with it. But when you look at Stanton and his commitment and just what we saw right here, I think that's going to be an exciting thing to watch and see how he blends in that clubhouse as the veteran leader that Hal said he was.